Well, hey, congratulations. We are almost done. So, yes, you deserve that applause. Because guess what? It's going to get harder. Yeah, fortunately, we are still being asked to release what no longer serves us, to continue to find that place where we are draining our energy. We're sitting in the waning moon. This is asking us to slow down. And what does that look like to you? What does slowing down look like? Well, as you contemplate that, light that candle. Get connected to breath, because we know that breath are the footsteps. Breath is the answer. When we get connected to breath, we get connected back into the natural frequency. So start breathing. Start inhaling and exhaling and finding that rhythm. That's it. It starts with breath. And when you find that rhythm, you unlock the chambers in your heart. The chambers in your heart, or the chamber in your heart, that's where the blessings, the medicine, and the magic lie. But you have to believe it. So do that with me. Consciously inhale the blessings, the medicine, and the magic that lingers in the air. And let Mother Earth scoop them up, recycle them, and create more blessings, medicine, and magic. That's the way it works. We're sitting in the 8th phase. The 8th phase of the moon, the waning moon, tells us to rest, tells us to consciously slow down. Slow down. We're sitting in the 8th phase, so that's also the 8th chakra. 8th chakra is about wholeness. As we prepare to go into the new moon is where we go deeper into the dark, deeper into on our journey. We all walk that red road to the sacred mountains. Don't stop breathing. Stay connected to your breath, because breath is the answer. I'm not kidding when I say that when we imagine inhaling the blessings, the medicine, and the magic, it takes you believing in it, having faith, and it's a practice, because they tried to suppress that. But we found it. We are currently sitting in the moon phase, the 8th phase, the time of wholeness, comfortably moving into Pisces. Pisces is the zodiac that resides in our feet, in how we perceive ourselves. The planet that rules over Pisces, or that is connected to Pisces, is Neptune. And that's the planet of imagination. And how coincidence that Pisces is also about imagination, about that dreamy-like attitude. And that's where we are. The world lives in harmony, and right now we are not meant to be pushing so hard. Pisces tells us to sit in that dreamy state for a little while. Even the cycles. We just got through a lunar eclipse on the 13th. And now we're actually on Saturday going into a solar eclipse. A half partial, but still balance. They come in pairs. So this is our time to sit in our imagination, to do what it takes to find that source of energy that's being drained. You are to ask yourself, how can you consciously slow down? To prepare yourself, because I guarantee you, if you don't prepare, you will feel drained. So slow down, connect to breath. Next, let's physically relax our body. And we do that with a body scan. More imagination. So this time, imagine that there is a hoop that is connected to your breath. Inhale, let that hoop go as high as you can imagine. Exhale, let that hoop sink down gently. Relaxing your forehead. Closing your eyes. Relaxing your jaw, your neck, your throat. Releasing your tongue, your neck, your shoulders. Inhale, let that hoop go all the way back up, as high as you can imagine. Exhale, let that hoop glide down, creating a bubble in its wake. That bubble's our transportation. That hoop, slow it down. Be methodical. Be dreamy. Let that hoop relax you. And that bubble, let it encase you. Use your imagination. What does that bubble look like? What can you hear as we enter into the dark? Sink. If you've reached the end, tie off that bubble, tie off that hoop, and create a balloon. A balloon with a long tether. Imagine, create that tether, that cord, a rope, a ribbon, a root. Imagine Mother Earth stretching out and receiving it. Sink into the dark. She will meet us there. Sink, find that frequency of wholeness, of unconditional love. Yes, it takes effort. It takes the imagination. But this is our meditation. No, it's not like anyone else's. Because this is what we need. Eventually, you will figure out what's yours, what you need to use, and how do you wield your magic. This is me sharing an idea, sharing a frequency of taking what I know and what I've learned and putting it together for us. From here, who knows where the red road will take you? But know that this tribe will always have that connection with you. So let's find out what today's plan is. Know that it changes every day. And know that we are all walking that red road to the sacred mountains, to that unobstructed view of our next journey. Today, the direction that we sit in, the swirling rainbows. As I said in the beginning, we are that wholeness. We are sitting in that frequency of achievement, of unity. Do you feel it? Imagine that you do. What does that look like? What does that feel like? To know that all of your wishes will come true. To know that it takes you to step out of your box and to get into the swirling rainbow, that dreamy imagination. How we present ourselves. The symbol that we get today, the staff. Know that this is an achievement. When we are presented with the staff, that's just it. We are presented. That staff is a symbol of authority that holds the power of both tempers. The staff will help us find that middle way, will help aid us in maintaining that balance that we spoke of, that harmony. When we begin walking, we pick up a staff. Don't get caught up in that delicate balance between opposing forces, between masculine and feminine, between action and non-action. use this adventure and pick up a staff. It's time for us to continue to make that connection, beginning with your beliefs about what you need to fix or repair. Let destiny take its course. Remember, we are just navigating our way through our destiny. We know how to stay in that flow, preparing ourselves for the journey. We know that we have achieved that wholeness and are presented with the staff of authority. People in history picked up staffs. The symbol of nature, of healing. The animal that crosses our path this morning, the elder bee. Work with purpose. It is the springtime, time of our blossoming flowers. Time for us to gather together and work together to continue to share that message of unity, to pick up that staff of authority, to continue to maintain that balance and trust our inner wisdom. Take those steps, those first steps on our journey. Know that your heart is ready. You have found your tribe, the ancestor that walks before us. Aim high, sister. Aim high. We know that we are that voice in the dark, that light in the dark. We are that example to aim high. Know that we will hit our mark. We are all being coached, healing, feeling that sense of fulfillment. All answers point to the same direction. Fulfillment, wholeness, unity. The staff of authority, letting us know that we are working with a purpose, together, like busy little bees. Aim high, sister. We will pick the fruits of our success, knowing that we are healing that innocent child, and we will find that healing in the dark, shining light, transmuting that energy, and no longer being afraid. But know that that shadow, that's part of us. We are that shadow aspect, that personality, that memory or feeling or belief. That is the unconscious. Until we recognize and integrate our shadow parts, we will protect them. Any part of ourself that we reject, whether it's positive or negative trait, it becomes a shadow. That word, shadow work, it's essential for us to want to know and to love, for us to continue to love ourselves. We must work through that. Know that it is not a bad thing, but we are reclaiming those parts that we were ignored, that were denied. Feel that sense of fulfillment and open up your arms. Open up your hands. Be conscious of what you need and how it feels. When we go into the darker parts of the moon, this will come up. But you've done the work. You have that sense of fulfillment to aim high, to work with a purpose, that have given him the staff of authority, like Moses. Sense of unity, Know that we are listening to those intuitive whispers. One next step. One step at a time. That's us, sitting in that dreamy energy of Pisces. knowing that we are all part of a team working together, knowing that a good guard dog is hard to find. Our animal friends, reminding us of that loyalty, that connection. We are the keepers of the earth now. A good guard dog of those treasures, those clues to help continue to share that message, to work with a purpose. By working on your medicine, you are working on the universe with the tribe. So come. Let's go deeper into our meditation where we can emotionally release what no longer serves us. And we do this with EFT. EFT is emotional freedom technique. So first, let's sink a little deeper into our imagination. Let's use that clairaudience and find that space where it's just for us. That secret forest where the fire burns for us, where the water flows freely. Listen for that energy, that frequency of sound. Come on, deeper. Nobody knows this place. This is just for us. The fire is lit, calling us. Come, surround the fire, listen to the water, and let's release that emotional energy that no longer serves us. So first, find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop and tap. This is how we wake up that emotional body. Tap. Find that area on your eye, that eyebrow area. Tap and repeat this phrase. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Slide to the side of your eye, your temple, and tap and repeat. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Under your eye, tap and repeat. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Tap under your nose and repeat. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Tap your chin and repeat. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Slide down your throat to the beginning of your collarbone and tap and repeat. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Now slide under your arm and tap. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Now tap the top of your head and repeat. Joy surrounds all areas of my life. Let that sink in. When we do our shadow work, it doesn't have to be scary. We can go in to the darker parts with joy, with laughter, not being so tense and scared. We work with a purpose. We aim high. We have that sense of fulfillment, of joy that surrounds all areas of your life, even the shadow. One step at a time. That good guard dog is hard to find. Let him in. No longer need to protect. One step at a time. Know that by doing this message, by coming here, by working on you, you are creating that difference in the world. You are presenting yourself from a different perspective. So what is draining your energy? Release it. See that as an opportunity to shed light on your shadow. Come. Let's make our way back to the void. No need to move. Let our mother call us back. Welcome back. You did it again. One day at a time, one step at a time. Continue to have that sense of wholeness. Know that when we go into the darker parts of the moon, you will be sensitive. You will be tested. But don't worry. When we find those shadow aspects, we surround it with joy that we currently have in our life. Because it is the time to release it. One step at a time, one phase at a time. You are a good guard dog, and you are hard to find. So come. Thank you again for so much. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for commenting. Know that your work encourages me to keep going. So wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and open your eyes. Open your eyes to all of your magic. You truly are a blessing. So please share your blessings. And I offer you more to you, to me, and to all who listen.